Data manipulation in SQL. Data manipulation is about handling the data of a database. The more important commands to do so are select, insert, update, and delete. Select is for querying the database, i.e. asking questions and getting replies with the relevant data. Insert, update, and delete are for changing the data in the database. Simple queries. Queries in SQL start with the keyword select. The queries always return a table, as a result. Even if the result is a single value of one attribute, the result is a table that has only one attribute and only one tuple. The syntax of the command select has three parts. The first is called the target list, and start with the keyword select, followed by a list of attributes. A star in the place of the target list is an abbreviation for all the attributes. The second is called the from clause, and starts with the keyword from, followed by a list of tables. Finally, the third, which is optional, is called the where clause, and starts with the keyword where, followed by a condition. The target list defines the attributes that will be contained in the result, and thus relates to the projection operation. The where clause defines the conditions to be fulfilled by the results, and thus relates to the selection operation. The from clause defines the tables that must be consulted, and relates to a product operation. Remembering the equivalence of the join operation, we understand that a select statement can be used for a join operation. The simple projection query, select first name, last name, salary, from employee, results in the three specified attributes for all the tuples of the table. The simple projection query, select star, from employee, where department equals 7, results in all the attributes for the two tuples that have 7 in the department column. Similarly, the query, select first name, last name, salary, from employee, where department equals 7, that combines a projection and a selection, results in only the specified attributes for the two tuples that have 7 in the department column. Please note that projections that do not include keys may lead to results that contain duplicate tuples. To specify if we want duplicates tuples or not, we may use the distinct keyword. We have then two kinds of projections. One with possible duplicate tuples in the results, when we do not specify the distinct keyword. And one without duplicate tuples in the results, when we do specify the distinct keyword after the select keyword. Please note how the first result has duplicate tuples, for the last name White and department 7, whereas the second result has only one of these tuples. To avoid ambiguities, as attributes in different relations may have the same names, the attribute names in SQL have two parts, relation name.attribute name. When there is no ambiguity, if for example only one table participates in the query, or the participating tables have no attributes with common names, then the initial component with the table name is not necessary, and may be dropped from the query. Therefore, the statement select employee.firstname, employee.lastname, employee.salary from employee, where employee.department equals 7, is the same as the statement select first name, last name, salary from employee, where department equals 7. Sometimes, it is easier to use abbreviations for the table names in a query, in order to shorten them, and make the query more clear. In this case, we may use an abbreviation of a table by putting it after the table name in the from clause, and using the abbreviation instead of the table name elsewhere in the query. For example, the statement select e.firstname, e.lastname, e.salary from employee, e, where e.department equals 7. Is the same as the statement select employee.firstname, employee.lastname, employee.salary from employee, where employee.department equals 7. If we wish the result to have different attribute names than the attributes of the queried tables, then we can use the keyword as in the list of attributes to explicitly define the name of the corresponding attribute in the result. If for some attribute the keyword as is missing, then the name of the attribute in the result is equal to the one that appears in the list of attributes. For example, the query Select first name as given name, last name as family name, salary as income. From employee, where department equals 7. Returns as result a relation with the three attribute names, given name, family name, and income. SQL allows us to use expressions in the target list, in order to get derived attributes in the result. Derived attributes are attributes that are not stored in the database, but their value is computed from other attribute and values. For example, we can use a division by 12 to get the monthly salary of the employees. The query. Select first name, last name, salary divided by 12 as monthly salary. From employee, where department equals 7. Results in a table with the monthly salary for the selected employees. The where clause may use the logical operators and or, to combine more simple expressions and form more complex conditions. For example, the query, select first name, last name, position, from employee, where department equals 7, and salary less than 16,000, or salary greater than 20,000, puts a complex condition on the tuples to be selected for the result. A condition that can be used for approximate matching of strings, uses the keyword like, followed by a string specification. The symbol underscore, in this specification matches any single character, and the symbol %, matches any string. For example, to match all the names having capital J as the first, and lowercase h as the third letter, we can use the specification, capital J _H%. This matches names such as John, Joanna, Johann, Johannes, etc. Then an example query using like, is. Select star. From employee, where first name like quote, capital J, _H, %, quote.